participating in all that good stuff.
Okay. Thank you for helping us.
Oh, no problem. So this is a book that everybody's gonna get. And you can flip through it. It tells you about everything we've talked about during the class. What your hemoglobin A1C is, what to look for when your blood sugar is low or too high, checking your feet, taking your medication, all these different things. Also what to look for if you're having any adverse reactions to your medication.
So Senior Pharmacist is an organization that for free you can sit down with a clinical pharmacist, someone's trained, that works with the physicians every day, and they can give you individualized information about your drugs for free. They're right.
We have come to the point of recognition. So you have a reminder when you put this up on the wall, remember what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, keep it before you remember. Exercise and fitness, stress and lifestyle, meditation, relaxation technique. Like I said, that's getting ready to come up right there. Understanding medication management. Dr. Jameson just went back over that with us. Eating healthy, Miss Sonia. And understanding food portions, serving sizes, and food labels. Signed by myself, Ms. Carmelita Dr. Hart Brothers, who's the founder, and it has the date. So I want you all to give yourselves a hand. And I mean, it's very...
We are talking about relaxation of the mind and the body. And let's put our body and mind as one and put it at ease. Music will do that. If you kind of relax yourself, relax your mind. You take a deep breath like you're taking it's like, but let your stomach come out with it. First your lips. Let it go out slowly. And you feel your stomach going down. You might have to practice.
Give yourself permission to take the next few minutes for yourself.
Season, low salt, and like the confetti rice. This is a basmati rice, which actually processes in your body for diabetics a lot easier. It doesn't stay, it's not a high carb. And then we have baked tilapia fish rather than fried fish. And I use the panko breadcrumbs and I season it up with a little spice. And I dip this actually, in my secret is almond milk. So I dipped it in almond milk and then I breaded it with panko bread.
This is October, so I'll just say in July I found out, and I was just like, oh man. I had been borderline for years. My maternal and paternal grandmothers were diabetic, and my mother and father were diagnosed later in life, you know, as they were 50s and 60s after they retired. And well, I was at Lincoln, and I was like, oh, I'm always looking at the flyers, you know, on the wall at Lincoln and everything. When I saw this, I was like, oh. And so when I found out about it, I said, this could help me deal with it. When they said Thursday night, it's always something to do. But I said, you know what, I need to take care of myself. So anyway, it has really helped, you know, being in this class. You know, sometimes you can always put others ahead of yourself, but I have really learned to really take care of myself.
Well, I guess at this point it was hit and miss. I knew that I needed to do something, but I couldn't quite figure out what path or what trail to take. So I was so glad to find a class or something where I could just figure out what would be the best way to handle my situation and to try to get over this illness of diabetes that I have. I looked at the good nutritional route, but I also looked at information that I was receiving from other sources, through the newspaper, through the internet, and from my doctor, magazines. I guess I tried a little of everything to try to come up with some solutions. Well, this class worked out extremely well because I learned that I need to set goals. I also learned that once I set a goal, I need to have a plan of action and then follow through on that plan of action to work towards a good result.
Right.
I think I'm a worker, and I know I can take it from here. I'm in control.
Okay, it is self-management. So when we leave here, we want to leave with the thought that you all are going to continue to do what?
Self-management.
Self-manage, exactly.
I've got 4 words that really tell it all. When you get up in the morning and you kind of rusty, you put some hand lotion on, right? Yeah, sometimes even our face gets a little chapped. Well, let me tell you about your whole body. I have a 93-year-old friend, and she says, motion is the lotion. Motion is the lotion. Just keep at it. And I've seen people get more and more active as we've been here. So remember, motion is the lotion, and you'll think about it.
Thank you. I guess when you go home, put everything that we talked about into action. We're going to share with you what we call an action plan. And when you get home, we want you to start putting your plan in action.
We appreciate y'all, doing this. So we just want to tell you thank you for everything that you have taught us and that everything that we have learned, and we will take this and practice it in our homes, and that we can live a better, longer, healthier life. Thank you so very much.
I want to thank you, even the ones that's not diabetics. Some of us in here are not diabetics. But it was very confident to learn about it, because I have been told by the doctor several times I'm on a borderline, but I haven't been diagnosed as diabetic yet. But I learned a lot from it, and I learned how to manage the food and how you're supposed to eat and everything, and that was very interesting. I loved it. That's why I made it every week, because I wanted to know more.
I am in the program about diabetes, and I'm glad that I came, because when I first came I had an A1C of 12 and blood sugar 400, well 490, and since that time I've gotten my insulin and gotten on track with my diabetes. Now I've been here almost 2 months, and I haven't had a blood sugar above 195. So thanks to God and thanks to the program, it works for me.